one of the things that I wanted to talk with you about too is, when we're looking at building trust and communication, I feel like a lot of it breaks down in the hybrid remote work environment. And most leaders at this point are at least leading in a hybrid capacity, if not fully remote. Do any of these principles change or shift, or are there other things we need to keep in mind when we're not able to build trust in the same room with someone?
So nothing changes in the sense of what we crave, seek, and need as a human being. We have hundreds of thousands of years of evolution saying that all these core things that we just chatted about remain present no matter what technologies have evolved, to give us more connectivity. I mean, just think about the 14s and 1500s when they started being able to mass produce things, replicate things on news and print and put things around. That was the first social media. Matter of fact, the witch hunts in Europe started because of that, right? And then it evolved from there. And the speed of communication flow was actually regulated by horses for the longest time. Then a steam engine came along, and every time there's a new invention, people are like, oh, it's a downfall of society. No, it's not. We still seek and crave the same things. And so the key, though, when dealing with our new tools for communicating and exchanging information is to remember the most key fundamental thing for making it about others and keeping that focus and being present and being there to listen and communicate in terms of the way the other person wants. And that is focus on them. We fall into a trap when we're in this world where we are right now, virtual world, and we're communicating, less so in Zoom or on SteamYard or whatever we're using to communicate in person with a live image, because it's harder to get distracted. What happens to a lot of us if we're texting or emailing or we blank our screen out if we're in a meeting is that we start multitasking. We start doing other things. So that's the first thing. Do not do that. I do not care how adept you think you are at multitasking, because you have reps in doing multiple things at once. The science is extremely solid, whether you're listening to Simon Sinek or Tasha Eurich, who wrote the book Insight. The science is really solid. We as human beings cannot multitask. It's one thing at a time, all your focus. And when you want to communicate effectively as a leader, as a parent, as anything in life, drop it all, focus on them. Focus on their words, and then you can employ that active curiosity. So, and especially in this world, look at this, from the chest up, we can see a lot of emotion here. We can see a lot of what's going on. We can see congruence between the nonverbals and the things you're saying. So when we see this congruence and we hear it in our voice, our intonation, our tenor, all these things says safe, it says trust. And so we can do a lot virtually. Even if we can't see each other, our voice does the same thing. But keep the focus on the other person, no multitasking.